Assalamu alaikum students of grade 9. In this session we are going to discuss the remaining questions of the exercise, page number 7 of your book. It's all about vocabulary. The first activity A, it is guessing the contextual meaning of the given words. The words they are taken from the text already we have discussed. So let's have once again their discussion. Dazzling. Dazzling means blazing, bright. Imagination. Imagination means vision, an idea. Remarkable. It means unusual, extraordinary. Composed, made up. Preservation means saving, protection. Bestowed. Bestowed means to confer, to present. Message means communication. Word. Superstition means false belief. Abandon means desert, resign, renounce. So the next activity is again about vocabulary, matching the words with the synonyms given in column B. So first what we have to do, we have to number all the words given on the given in column A as I have done from 1 to 15. Okay, so the numbers will be matched with the synonyms. So let's try. Number 1 is the word charm. We know the word charm means attraction. So the number 1 we have written number 1 with attraction. Number 1, both are synonyms. 2 is compose. Compose means right. Number 3 is civilization. Civilization means culture. Number 4 is faith. Faith means belief. Number 5, eradicate. Eradicate means eliminate. Number 6, eloquent. Eloquent means fluent. Number 7 is bestowed with. Bestowed with means to confer as a gift. 8, demolish. Demolish means destroy. 9, proselytizing. Proselytizing means preaching. Number 10, everlasting. Everlasting means never ending. 11, embodiment, living example. 12, chaos. Chaos means confusion. 13, verge. Verge, edge. 14, wonder. Wonder, surprise. Number 15, dignity. Dignity, pride. Let's go to the next page. Page number 8. So this is about affixation. This activity is about affixation. Sorry, before affixation there is another activity, that is C activity. Using the given words in sentences of your own. By taking help from the text of the lesson, you have to use these words in sentences of your own. Next activity is affixation. Affixation means providing prefixes or suffixes with the root words. We already have done prefixes and suffixes. You are quite familiar with these two words, how to make new words by adding prefixes and suffixes. So this is a repeated activity. For example, root words are in this column. Author, co-author. Co-author means joint author, which writes something in collaboration. Necessary, unnecessary. Fair, unfair. Moral, immoral. Tie, untie. Danger, endanger. Conscious, unconscious. Fortune, misfortune. Kind, kindness. Care, careless. Postpone, postponement. Adjust, adjustment. Treat, treatment. Meaning, meaningful. Hard, hardship. Friend, friendship. Fond, fondness. Happy, happiness. Comfort, comfortable. Here, still it is D activity, still it is about a fixation. Add appropriate prefixes or suffixes to the following root words. For example, one. We can add a ness, oneness, belief, disbelief, parallel, unparallel, justice, injustice, flinching, unflinching, knowledge, knowledgeable, construction, constructional. The next one is about adjectives. It's grammar part, activity about adjective. What is an adjective? Adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. We have done it so many times before, you are quite familiar, so let's go to the activity directly. Choose the correct adjectives given from the given options. Number 1. Ashfaq Ahmad was a famous writer. B option. Number 2. This is a very informative seminar. C option. Informative. 3. My mother becomes anxious if I get home late. B option. 4. It is advisable to get the correct information from the university office. A option. Number 5. Who is responsible for this chaos? B option. Number B activity. Find out 10 adjectives from this unit and use them in sentences of your own. So you are quite capable of doing this activity on your own. Next activity is about conditional sentences. Here type 1 conditional is given only. Open conditional. Open conditional means whether the condition is fulfilled or not fulfilled. That is not obligatory. That is why it is being called open condition. So I have done homework for you to show you all 4 type of conditional sentences. Here you can see. Here it is. Conditional sentences. This is the revision of this activity as we have done this in your previous class. Number 1, conditional is called zero conditional. You see a sentence is constructed. If you heat water, it boils. In both clauses we have used present tense. If you heat, it boils. Both are present tenses in both the clauses. Number 2 is first conditional. If you heat water, it will boil. Students, say you see, in if clause we are using present tense and in result clause we are using future simple. Number 3, it is second conditional. If you heated water, heated past simple, it would boil, and in result clause we are using would structure, would boil. Third conditional. If you had heated water, had heated, this is past perfect, and in result clause it would have boiled, we are using would have boiled, would have, third form of the verb. So this is a revision of your conditional sentences. So this activity is complete the sentences using the given words. The words are given, we have to fill in the blanks, and these are all perhaps conditional sentences. So let's try. If I see Aslam, I'll invite him to dinner tomorrow. So this is conditional sentence. All are first conditional. If I go out, I'll turn off the TV. If you play tricks on people, they will not trust you again. Number 4. If the farmer sells all his kiwi fruit in the market, he will be very pleased. Number 5. I'll help you with your homework if I can. Number 6. I'll allow you ride my bike if you like. Number 7. You will give this basket to Auntie Sophie if you see her. Number 8. If we hurry, we'll catch the bus. Number 9. Will you inform me if you are going to be late? Number 10. If he works hard, he will win the competition. Next, D activity. Put the suitable verbs in the given blanks. I have been living in this house since 1970. Number 2, he came here yesterday. Number 3, if you come, I shall be available. Number 4, he will take the examination next year. Number 5, he will come to us tomorrow. Then writing skills activities. Summarize paragraph number 2 of the unit in 3 to 4 sentences. So 3 to 4 sentences, this is no, I think, limitation. The limitation is basically the number of the words. While summarizing or making précis of the paragraphs, we reduce the text up to 1/3 limit of the words. Okay, so this is, I think, the parameter we have to follow. Reducing the word limit up to 1/3 of the total. In paragraph number 1, sorry, it is paragraph number 2, which we have to summarize. In paragraph number 2, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 words are given in each line, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. Mean 80 plus words are there in the original text. So we have to reduce the number of the words up to 30. That will be 1/3 approximately. So what is given in here? Let's see how we do it. The Arabs possessed a remarkable memory and were an eloquent people. Their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. Every year, fair was held for poetical competition as ukaz. So there is detail about the things. We need to not give detail in the summary. Just we need to focus on the message. What message is being given? We are focusing on that. Let's see how it is done. The Arabs possessed a remarkable memory and eloquence that found expression in their poetry. Full stop. They were quite capable of memorizing almost 100 long poems from each letter. From the poetry which was written before Islam. So this is the summary of paragraph number 2.